Hey everyone, BoardPep here, and this is Day 0 of the Clash of Creators Subterfuge game. And I have to say, I am pretty excited.
Good day, citizens. This is your daily broadcast from Admiral Upton Pickman. Today is a glorious day with the founding of our capital Varuna, where our Queen Rachel I now resides. We've made our acquaintance with our neighbors, BoardPep, MeeplesAcademy, peacelovegames, and BoardPep.
Lieutenant Pope, part of Team Late, aka Night Watch. Our mission here is to maintain these outposts and factories over the next few weeks in order to be honest, my superiors never even told me why we're even controlling these areas.
But just like any game of subterfuge, it's excitement, ready to go, we're gonna do this, and then now we wait for like 12 hours for anything to happen.
The game hasn't even started yet. Everyone's kind of joined in. Been staring at the map for the last 2 hours, waiting for the bloody thing to actually start.
It looks like we've got a good group playing. I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody does.
I have no idea what's going on. I missed the practice round that happened a few weeks ago, and I am just trying to pick up the pieces, and I don't know.
It's exciting. It's all starting. Day 1 is usually a land grab.
I am definitely a little bit too honest and trusting with people, but that sometimes works to my advantage as well because I can be trusted.
I've made agreements with Semi-Co-op to the east and JT to the south, so hopefully those hold and I can expand north and take over a bunch of factories to start this off.
We're waiting to start. We're just waiting for one more. Ironically, it's Gary from Late to the Table.
My superiors also told me to keep diary entries of what's going on over the next few days, so that's what this report is all about here. So let's go ahead and start.
So normally in these kind of games, I play just a fervent ally. If someone agrees to work with me, I will not attack them no matter what, period. Even if I could win the game by doing it, I will find a different way.
And in my case, I've made peaceful arrangements with my neighbors so we could coordinate who's kind of taking what.
You know, already people are scoping out, kind of being like, okay, I'll give you this place, you give me that place. And Pep is reaching everywhere. He's got his tendrils into everybody's territory already. This is ridiculous.
Now this time I ran a Twitter poll to basically say, hey, do you think I should mix it up, maybe play just to annihilate everyone or be very sneaky? It actually came out pretty even. Be creative won, so I'll try to be a little bit creative, but otherwise I think I'll just play normally and see how that works.
Oh, it's already, he's already being sneaky and it's shenanigans. It's just incorrigible. I'm going to be using incorrigible a lot during these stupid diaries, I bet.
I talked also with Steele a little bit, who's this blue guy here, and I'd let him take Hellman. I told him a little bit about my arrangement so far with Pep, and he didn't seem to care very much about being terribly diplomatic towards Pep.
The pre-campaign negotiations were a great success as it turned out that all our neighbors but one are spineless nations, offering us great locations for expansion or accepting our offers without any counter. Only BoardPep protested when we suggested we take the factory known as Serenity, making us reroute to the generator of Benthic instead.
So normally in these kind of games, you can make 1 or maybe 2 allies at the table before people start having this bit of contention with you. Like, they're working together, like we gotta watch them. But in Subterfuge, all the messages are private, which means that I can ask all of them to ally with me, which is what I'm going to do.
So far, alliances are already starting to form. Pep was the first one to reach out to me. We messaged each other pretty much at the same time. I was excited that I had an opportunity to connect with somebody so quickly. So that was really nice. The 3 people that I haven't really talked with much about positioning are Blue Cube, Jay, and Meeples. And as you can see, they kind of form a wall coming down right here.
I really appreciate games like this. Not games like Diplomacy where there's a bunch of backstabbing and... Wait. This is like one of those games, isn't it? Daniel told me this was a co-op.
I have no idea what's going on.
No, I shouldn't have trusted him. He's the traitor in the co-op, so this is a semi-co-op game, so I knew it.
There's no generators available for me on my sonar to get, so I'm a little worried about only having factories.
For the start, I'm only asking the 4 people that are directly surrounding me, just to make the start of the game a little bit easier. And I gave each of them a little, like, how about you take this place and I take this place? In most cases, I gave them more outposts than I was receiving. Now, 3 out of the 4 players agreed, but 1 didn't. Unfortunately, late to the table was late to the table. And so I only had 4 hours to negotiate with him. And so I basically sent a message saying, let's be allies, I'll take Nautilus, you can have Kyburns and Woodbridge. Now, he responded with, allies sounds great, but I'm going to take all 3. Okay, well, unfortunately, he hasn't logged back in since then. It's been 3 hours and the game is about to start. So, I guess I'm taking Nautilus anyway?
These are the political alliances for today. Please act accordingly. We have no former enemies or allies yet, so just nod and wave to everybody. If you see something suspicious, please report to your local officer.
So, we'll see what happens.
And see how that works.
We're just going to see where we can go from there.
We'll see how it goes.
And see how it goes.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I guess we'll just see how it goes.